Hello and welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft 360 Season 2 Episode 61. Yeah. Mostly waiting on these now. I had to think of some stuff, but yeah, I had actually set up quite a bit, and everything seems to be going well so far. The new setup for my recording is primarily for me to record and render on this computer. So it's going to be a little bit easier for me to actually record and not have to wait for the rendering on the other computer. So in a sense, it'll be spending more time having my computer able to be basically have my ability to record without having to wait for the other computer to record or to render. So I can record faster or more often, and it'll also allow me to upload on the other computer more often, because I can just transfer the files from my external hard drive to the other computer. That computer will upload while I basically can record and render on this computer. And I can usually render when I'm not doing anything else, usually when I'm doing some other projects, or basically not even on the computer, because it actually renders, in probably around a 20-minute video here, renders in about 10-15 minutes, which I'm actually surprised about that, because it usually takes roughly like 40 minutes on the other computer for a 30-minute or 20-30 minute video. So it takes about twice as long to render on the other computer, but it takes almost half as much for this computer. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be like that or what. But the quality isn't bad. I've basically maxed out the video's quality for what I can get it at. And I do want to still use the other recording program at some point, but for now it seems like I have to render it twice. And from what I see, it doesn't change the quality much, but it would allow me to do more additions to the video eventually. Right now, it's not really needed, so I'm not going to worry about it. Basically, we're just going to do what we can here and hope everything turns out fine. Bright red. Oh, I'm pretty excited to finally get out of the Bronze Age, because Bronze Age is not fun. I'm sorry, but the Bronze Age in this game is not fun. When I think of the Bronze Age, I think wine, spears, and armor. Oh, as well as art and stuff like that, but you can't really do too much for art in TerraFirmaCraft. There are some limitations. There you go. 7 of them. There we go. And I just have to wait for that rain to run out. There you go. Yeah, I turned it off because it started getting louder and louder and more annoying, which never fun, especially when you're trying to record. And yeah, from what I understand, the rain sounds were a little too loud in that recording, so I might have to try to adjust that. In fact, I could probably... I think it's weather? Global? No. I think it's something about that. And environment. There we go. I'm trying to get a good, even amount there. bread. Not a concern. But yes, our little upgrade has made this work so far. In the past, I've had issues where if you don't have this little overhang, the forge will just eventually turn off because it can't keep the heat on it because the rain's basically putting it out. Like, it's still light and everything, and it does work, it doesn't last long enough, and it burns through fuel, eventually making it almost unusable. There we go. Weld. I'm actually running out of flux. Oh, that's not the right one. Weld. Pray. So, easiest solution here. This. Get a few of you out. Oh. And bludgeon you with a stone hammer. Works pretty effectively. Refill our flux. Now everything's working out pretty nicely. We actually need to make 2 more copper ingots at some point to make some salt, but that'll be for later. Yes, everything's working nicely. We're actually getting pretty close to when we have to begin the process of making the bloomery, and that's gonna be fun. And you'll get to see what happens when you try to make items with the actual forge. We haven't actually covered that yet. I need to make a new stone hammer at some point, so I might as well make it now. Primarily because it's cheaper. I didn't know there was some more here. Hooray! And I have plenty of sticks to do it. Usually you want to have a couple stone hammers on hand if you're not good at it or you're a little rusty like I am. I used to be able to make quite a few things rather rapidly, actually. That was back when we still had the issue of you had to basically hammer to get your ingot out. And trust me, that was not fun. Because it would guaranteed use up your ceramic mold. And it was kind of a pain at times. So you had to get real good, real fast. I'm waiting for that danger sign. I got my preemptive shift key. Let's go. There we go. That's right. Oh. 2. Weld. Everything's good. Hooray! And while that's going, cool these down. I'm pretty sure they were already cool anyway. You still have to run them in through water. Oh, they only stack up to 8. I forgot about that. There we go. If I remember correctly, you can't actually shift place these anymore. But, I mean, I guess that's kind of understandable. I know you can place plates. Man, my dog's barking like mad. And hopefully, I need to clean up my area. Unfortunately, I've started having a little mess over here and I need to fix it. Luckily, it's not too bad. Yes, I'm not the tidiest person on the face of the planet, but I probably should work a little bit more on it. I already have some spruce. That's actually perfect, because I was literally just going to do that. Not the best looking thing, but I think it will do. I think I can store these in here. Yeah. It just keeps them out of my inventory so I can actually start doing other things. I'm trying to keep this as viable as possible. There we go. Right, 3, come on. There we go. Hooray, everything's working. Weld. Weld. Done. Toss the next batch in. Refill its coal. Cool these. I know you don't technically need to cool them, but I just like doing it because it's easier to stack them eventually when I'm going to be producing them for the pieces. I'm probably going to want to, or actually only 2 sets away from actually having what we need. And I might actually not make the rest of these. I just need to have enough of these. I need to have 16 bronze double ingots to know that I can make the bloomery. And I still don't know why the bloomery is so expensive for such a small item. You'll see it in the end, but yeah. Oh, we also need to make a mortar and stone bricks, which is actually not that hard. We're just basically going to be collecting a bunch of these little stones and turning them into bricks. We can also break these down, but I'm not too inclined to do that yet because I might have an idea for a couple of these boulders. After all, I am trying to partially turn this into a city or some sort of township. There you go. Need 3 more, which actually I think is all of these. Yep. Dark red. Yeah, I know this is a little bit boring, but there's only so much I could do here, and I'm inclined not to do too much other than maybe break some stones here to get the needed materials for the next project. And we're going to be doing a lot of terraforming soon, though. Oh. Yeah, terraforming is going to be one of the biggest things we're going to be needing to do. Okay, that's 7. Oh. I think we're actually almost done. Because each one of these makes a plate. So, we actually only need 1 more of these ingots. So this bronze ingot can actually stay. I won't be needing it. Oh yeah, I forgot. You can't store ingots in here. I never understood that. I would expect that ingots would work pretty well for that. I guess I understand why. Only because of how the stacking system works. See, these can stack up to 64, but they can stack in 32 per, what is it? Per set? So, having 32 in here would be absurdly more than 64. So, basically they just want you to do this. I'll put it right here. Hooray! Ingots! Hey, I only really need 1 more. I actually want to see if I can make 1 tool out of this early on anyway. Because we're actually not going to be doing, what is it? We're not going to cool these ones down. So we're going to get these up to bright 3. Preemptively get this ready. We're going to show you what welding these does. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take these here, put the plans, we're going to make a sheet. We need to hit last, hit second, hit third. Oh, that's actually not that hard. Oh, was it shrink? Yes. Done. Yeah, I'm a little rusty on it, but unfortunately, that's something you have to expect with this. Oh. Oh. It's too cold to work, so basically what you want to do is you want to heat it up. And it says it's been worked, so it's going to remember this. We want to heat it up to bright, at least bright 1. You don't want to have it hot enough to be welding, so you don't have to worry about that. Or, not bright 1, but just bright itself. Then we go to sheet. No. Oh, it's because I ran out of a hammer. That's what happens when you run out of a hammer. There we go. And yeah, this is like 1.5. Usually when you get pretty close but you're not there, you want to use an upset and then use some light hits, because these light hits are 1 itself. Draw is when you really want to bring it out. And it's just basically a plus and minus game. You get used to it. It's not one of those ones it's not that hard to get used to, but yes, this is the first plate. Plates can't, this is a bronze single sheet. You want to make it into double sheets, and as you saw, that it's not that hard getting used to the hammering, but that's why you want to have multiple sets of these. Can work. And these heat up a lot faster, by the way, so you don't have to worry about waiting for too long. Plus we already have a pretty decent heat anyway. Man. Why is this one not heating up? Come on. Everything's fine. You should be heating up just like everything else. Apparently my guy's hungry again. Ugh. Hunger is the worst in this game. Primarily because it doesn't take logical steps. We'll fix that. They have to. It's their job to fix things. To make things better. We're actually 2 minutes down. And... 2 minutes left. Technically something close to 3 minutes, but still. Dark red, no. There. That should be about the same. We need to be able to weld these. Come on. Yeah. We might want to invest in a bellows soon, because this is starting to become a little bit tedious. Bright red. Again, we're going to go to bright red 2 for this. Or we're going to wait for this one to get around to where it's endangered. There. And weld. Bronze double sheet. This is the last thing we needed. I'll take that, might as well. And bring it down. Bronze double sheets, I think, can fit in here. That's basically what we're doing. And yeah, the bronze double ingots, we don't technically need this open right now, or running right now, so we're just going to pull this out. I'm going to call it for an episode, or at least for now. I have some other things I'm probably going to be doing for a little bit, and I'll probably be rendering. Other than that, yeah, you can actually see how the blacksmithing isn't that hard, and once you kind of get a good feel for it, it's rather quick and easy to do, so nothing to worry about there. I'll have plenty of hammers. Nope, can't eat any more of that. And, what is it? I wanted grains. I'm gonna take this wheat grain, because I really don't care about the wheat grain, honestly. I don't think I can get any more... like, okay, yeah, I can't actually increase their fondness of me anymore. That'll be fine. Basically, I just can't feed them anymore. Yes, I know, you're right there. I know there's one more, because I saw him. Let's see if I can hit him. Got pretty close. Oh yes, and by the way, jumping usually saves your life with that one, though it does send you pretty high in the air. It will usually minimize the amount of damage you take directly, because you actually take damage directly to the head, which is the defined area of taking damage. And he can't do that, so he's dead. Okay. Did he drop anything? Oh, he dropped a carrot. Which might be useful. Yeah, I was not expecting that, but that's why I want to make a... Oh, it took all my leaves off the tree. Oh well. Yeah, creepers are a little bit stealthier in this game, or in this mod, which isn't too bad. There you go. And you always want to check them every once in a while, because they do occasionally have good amounts of items on them. Sometimes they'll drop a weapon if they had one. But regardless, it doesn't matter. See you guys in the next episode. If you enjoyed watching, like and subscribe for more. Have a nice day. See ya. Thank you for watching. For more content, check out my channel. If you wish to support my channel, check out my Patreon. Also, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for updates.